So what you want in your teenage years is not the things you want when you are in your 20s, and what you want in your 20s is not the same things you want in your 30s, and so on and so forth. So when you're a little kid, what you want might be PlayStation, PS2, and when you become like in your 20s, what you want is girlfriend and money. In your 30s, you want house, stable job, financial security. Things changes, things evolves, it's never the constant. So the idea here is that think what you'll want in your 30s and 40s when you're in your 20s. For example, if you're a 20-year-old, think that what is 30, 35, 40-year-old version of you will want, and then figure out how you can get that. Figure out that what are the things you can do right now in your 20s that will make your 35-year-old proud and will help him get those things. Let's say majority of us for what you want in your 30s and 40s will be number one, financial security. It can come from a career or a business, or self-employed. So figure out how you can get that. Number two could be, well, house. Number three maybe wife and children. Well, let's say children would be fourth, wife would be three. And this is not a ranking, okay? Some might say, well, I want wife first, house second, and financial security third, because this is my priority order. But I'll just saying to you the number of things you may want. Next could be a good car. Six could be health, because many people die from bad health in their 30s and 40s. That could be one of them. So figure out how you can get them. For health, it could be just to go to the gym every day. For a car or financial security and house, all of this comes down to the money. So figure out how you can get the money. Let's say you do a job. What extra can you do? Well, you can join a coaching classes which teaches you a very high level software relevant to your field, relevant to your degree, maybe not relevant, but you can get into that industry, like coding, for example, cyber security, all of these things. You can join those classes alongside with your job so that you can transition your job to something better, something high paying, real quick. Instead of, if you're, let's say, you could be making three times more if you had that level of skills. If you think about it, the manager, the bosses, how do they make more money? How is it that some software developer in Google is making more money than some local company? Both of them have the same position. Both of them are the senior Python developers. He's making five times more money than this guy, this unpopular company. Well, this guy has five times more skills. So you can do that. So you need to start figuring out these things. For example, the wife, and for the wife, it could be, for example, well, learning to attract women to see, so that you will have the abundance of women. If you can cold approach any girls, you will have the option to choose from the entire area, entire country, entire world, depending on how much you travel. So you get this option to choose anyone from here, here, here. And if you don't like the girls in your areas, you can just travel to somewhere else. Travel is pretty cheap. You can do that. For children, it could be to do the fertility test. For men, it's easy in a way, and there are many videos available to how to boost your fertility. One of them, well, one tip I might give for that, maybe never put your phone in your pocket, because those radiation, electromagnetic radiation, and internet radiation is bad for you. So you can actually hold your phone, or just put in a chest pocket, because if you put in a front pocket instead of your pocket, well, it will be close to the heart, which is bad for the heart. But heart is protected by a rough skin, bones, and heart is the organ that is tougher than the testes. So the least it will be less dangerous. You can do that. So just like that, you need to start figuring out the things. So write down on a comment section what you want in your 40s, in your 30s, and figure out what you can do for that. Now in this video, I'm not telling you that how you can achieve everything, because that would be a separate video and it would literally becomes like hours and hours long to explaining, okay, if you want the woman, then you need to do these 10 things. Yeah, but if you just focus on getting degenerate women, then it could be bad for you. Then what you need to do, well, this video is just a journal idea to kickstart your brain, because the sooner you do this thing, the sooner you start putting the work in to get the things that you want later down on your life, the better it will be for you, because it puts you ahead of the competition. It puts you ahead of your peers and stuff. Why? Because everyone is thinking the current time for what they'll want. The issue with such approach is that you had a limited amount of energy and it goes down. So if you're 20-year-old, by the time you reach the 30s, you'll have less physical energy and less mental energy. There are two energies. So your brain will be less sharp and your body will be less strong. Two things. So if you just put the work in when you're the young, that would be the best for you. Does that mean to sacrifice everything for the sake of your future self? Well, that's when the problem comes, is that you don't have to sacrifice everything, because if you do that and you don't enjoy the life, then depression is real. Depression will get you. No, without a question, depression gets you. That's one of the problems. But another problem is that if you don't enjoy your life, you just stop putting the work in, and you're like, why am I even doing all of this? As much as we like to say, well, motivation is crap, I believe that the motivation videos on YouTube, Instagram, Reels, yes, they are crap and completely unnecessary. You don't need them. The type of motivation you'll need is a real life motivation that you don't get from the digital world. You get it from physical world. The fun, something to look forward to. For example, on a Sunday, it could be to just, well, let's say, here's a good idea. On a Sunday, it could be just to go on a restaurant. Well, that's to say not a fast food restaurant. It could be a healthy restaurant. That could be a motivation or something that you look forward to. So you need something, that healthy level of motivation as well while you're on the journey. So if you found any value from this video, this was a quick video. If you want more details on any of this topic covered in this video, you can put them in the comment section. And if you found the value from this video, then do subscribe and like the video.